Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing, man? Antonelli here.
Hey, what's up, fellas? How we doing? Man, Antonelli here, answering your questions today. Today's question is on working the count. I get a lot of questions from players. How do I work the count? Should I be working the count? My coach wants me to work the count. How do I go about doing that? So let's kind of delve into all of that today. For me, the biggest thing, every time you get to the plate, you're looking for a good pitch to hit. Okay, so the objective should never really be to work the count. Right? Sometimes leadoff hitters do that a lot. They'll say, hey, my job's to work the count. I've got to get the second and third and fourth hitter, the guys behind me, I've got to get them to be able to see pitches, and so I've got to work the count. And even if I get out, if I work the count, then it's a good at bat. For me, again, it's more about getting your pitch to hit from the very first pitch. If you get your pitch to hit the very first pitch, attack it. There's no point in just letting balls go by just for the sake of just letting them go by, just for the sake of working the count. And especially as you get older and you move up in levels, you can't really allow the pitcher to just get ahead of you by throwing free strikes. Basically saying, hey, I'm not swinging at this, go ahead and throw it right down the middle. And after a while, especially if you play really high levels with scouting reports, they'll know that. But you can get a feel pretty quickly if a guy is just auto-taking. And if you're auto-taking and just letting the pitcher throw strikes, well, then they're just going to lay a first pitch fastball in there, get ahead of you, and then you may not see another good pitch to hit. That might be the best pitch you see all at bat. So I think working the count in some ways is overrated if you're just working the count just to work the count, if you're auto-taking, okay? Now, working the count, guys that walk a lot, everyone knows that walking and on-base percentage is valuable to teams. But those guys, for me, when you're walking, not just by auto-taking, but by really having a plan and understanding you're getting your pitch, and if it's not your pitch, then you take, then you don't swing, well, then that's a different story. And that's a really, really good job of working the count. Again, so when I get up there, first pitch, right? So I step up to the plate. Let's say it's 0-0, or let's say I'm way ahead in the count, okay, 2-0, 3-0, even 1-0. I'm looking for my pitch in my zone, and it's got to be there, okay? So let's say I like the ball middle, and it's different for everybody. Some players like the ball middle, some guys like it slightly in, some like it slightly away. Everybody's different, so it's understanding your strengths as a hitter. What pitch do you hit best? Typically, it's going to be a fastball, and then again, it's personal preference. You might like the ball a little bit away, a little bit in. I always liked it center cut of the plate. I wanted it middle of the plate. I tried to drive the ball right back to the middle of the field. So let's say I'm looking for that pitch right there. Well, I'm anticipating that pitch and I'm getting ready for that pitch. And if it's not there, then I take, okay? So I'm up in the count. I'm anticipating that pitch. I'm getting ready. It's not there. I take it. If it's a strike, if it's on the corner, right? It's someplace where I'm not looking, but it's a strike. I take it. I go down 0-1, right? If it's 2-0, then it's 2-1, okay? So I tip my head and say, nice pitch. Okay, let's move on to the next pitch. If it's there, I've gotten on time for it. If that's the pitch I'm looking for, that might be the only pitch I see all at bat that is my favorite pitch, then I let it loose. I swing at it, okay? People may say, well, how do I get on time with it if I haven't seen it before? Now, for me as a hitter, there'd be some at bats where I take a pitch, right? I haven't seen a guy before, take a pitch, get on time for that pitch, okay? But I should be doing my work in the dugout, on the on-deck circle, dancing with the pitcher, getting on time with the pitcher, understanding when I've got to get my foot off the ground to get it on the ground in time to hit, okay? So I'm doing my work up there. I'm doing it on the on-deck circle, I'm doing it in the dugout. When I get here, as much as I can, I don't want to give the guy free pitches. I don't want to wait till I get up here to then try to get on time with him, okay? But I'll be honest with you, as a player, there's some at-bats where I'd get up here and I'd say, you know what? I'm going to see one. I'm going to see one ball, try to get on time for it, okay? If you don't have to do that, then you're even in a better spot because you're giving the pitcher nothing. And when the pitcher knows, especially when the pitcher knows, like, I've got to make a good quality pitch from the very first pitch, this guy, if I lay a ball in there for him, he's going to rip it. It puts more pressure on the pitcher. It makes it tougher to put the ball where he wants to put it. Now he starts to nibble, now he falls behind, then he's got to come to you, okay? So, again, I don't want to work the count just for the sake of working the count. I'm getting ready to hit this pitch, to hit my pitch at all times. Now as the count expands, as we get later in the count, well now my zone just expands a little bit, okay? I get down on the count, or let's say he throws that first pitch, right? Strike one, okay? I can't sit for the absolute perfect pitch anymore. I've got to expand a little bit. Now I'm still probably looking in my area, right? I don't want to expand, and I don't want to try to hit this ball out here that's on the black with one strike. That doesn't make much sense. I'm not going to hit that ball hard anyway. But I'll expand a little bit, okay? And then obviously when we get to 2 strikes, now I've got to expand more. I've got to battle and protect the plate, okay? But again, like I said, I'm not taking just to take. I'm not working counts just to work the counts. Those guys should be able to get their information from the pitcher in the bullpen, the pitcher warming up, and then obviously the other pitchers in the game. But those 2 pitches, those 2 extra pitches that I get those guys, because I sit up there and I say, I'm going to auto take. Strike 1, strike 2, now I strike out, I hit a dribble, I get out. But hey, you guys saw those 2 extra pitches. For me, it's not really worth it. That's not really working the count. If I'm working the count, I'm working it because I'm getting ready for my pitch, and he doesn't put the ball where I want it, and now I take it. Now I'm working the count with a purpose. I'm not just working the count just to work the count, okay? So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel. Give the thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. Share the video with all your friends. Check out the description box below. We've got a bunch of stuff down there for you guys to check out. We've got a deal going on with Plate Crate. We've got a, you guys can support the channel with our Patreon link that's right down below, and a bunch of other stuff to check out as well. And that's all I got. Thanks so much, guys. I appreciate it, and we'll talk to you later.